Go.
Hello everyone, a warm welcome to all and a very good afternoon. Myself, I am Dr. Ridhima Daga, consultant physiotherapist at Infilife, JP Nagara branch. Today on occasion of World Physiotherapy Day, I would like to speak upon low back pain. The topic is low back pain. So how many of you have really experienced low back pain in your life? Okay. Any one of you from here? From your adolescence till this stage? Even once a time? Actually, low back pain is the maximum, the important cause of patients to come back to the doctors. It is a very, very important and common condition nowadays. So let's see how frequent is the incidence of low back pain in India. Starting from the housewives till the software engineers, low back pain is very, very common. This data is from the year 2013. This shows that 50% of the cause of pain is from lower back. And you see the second important cause, the 16% is neck pain for software professionals. So we can understand now in this year and in the forthcoming years how important our low back is. Right? Now let me go on to some interesting facts about low back pain. Yeah? Worldwide, back pain is the single leading cause of disability, preventing many people from engaging in work as well as other everyday activities. Back pain is one of the most commonest reasons for missed work. You must have seen in your daily lives, right? One of your employees did not come, maybe because she is suffering from back pain. Especially ladies after pregnancy and during pregnancy, they are more prone for back pain. I'll come on to reason why. Experts estimate that up to 80% of population in the world have experienced low back pain. 80% population. It's a very, very high percentage. Back pain can affect people of all ages, starting from the adolescent till the elderly. Back pain is the third most common reason for visits to the doctor's office. So first is skin conditions, second is other joint conditions, and the third common is back pain. How many of you have really gone to doctors regarding your back pain and taken medicine? Maximum of you have been, right? So once he gives you medicine, you will take and you will be alright. So there are few percentage of people who will take medicine and they are completely relieved with pain. But there are also some patients who have reoccurrence of back pain. So what happens is they have to again and again take the medicine. Correct? Now if I say you that in physiotherapy there is a non-drug treatment for your back pain. Isn't it interesting? So maximum of you will try to get a non-drug treatment. And that is what we are going to talk in today's session. Next is, most of the back pain are mechanical. Mechanical means either they are related to the back muscles, bone or disc. So mechanical back pain means it is not related to cancer. Mechanical means in our back we have got many structures. We have got bone, we have got ligaments, we have got disc, we have got muscles and nerves. So any problem within these structures is known as mechanical low back pain. Then what do we mean by non-mechanical? Non-mechanical means maybe trauma, cancer or some other surgical intervention that has led to back pain. Most people with low back pain recover. Definitely, most people There are few percentages for whom reoccurrence will be there. After 1 year, again back pain comes. So again we'll go to the doctor, again he'll give us medicine and we'll take and we'll be alright. But is that the permanent solution? No. We need a solution for that. And yes, in physiotherapy, you will get a permanent solution. Let's see how. The last fact is that worldwide, from 1990 to 2015, the percentage of back pain people with disability has increased by 54%. That means a huge amount. So you have to take care of your back. Please don't neglect the back pain. Correct? Now I'm coming on to the types of back pain. Basically, we have got two types. I'll see two kinds of patient. One complaining back pain only related to their lower back, and others will say that I have back pain running down to the leg also. So they both have different causes. And many of you will say back pain means either disc problem or sciatica. That's all. That's all people know. But no, it is beyond that. It's much beyond that. Let's look at this picture, first picture. This is our spine, right? This is a very healthy disc and healthy bones. But as the age progresses, what happens is we have got age-related changes to the disc as well as to the bone. So this is known as degenerated disc, where the disc loses its property, right? So this will give rise to medium amount of pain. But as the disease progresses, and if you don't take care of your back, it may lead to either bulging of disc, you see here, small bulge, or a very big bulge of the disc. This big bulge will lead to compression of nerve. Nerve, a very sensitive structure which pass like this, you see. And if they compress the nerve, then you're going to have electric shock-like or burning sensation in your leg. So that is a very big concern. Thinning of the disc becomes thin, so that is also an abnormal condition. Next comes the degeneration of bone. You see how smooth here the bone is, but here there are extra bony formations. Even this is very risky for us, because this is going to compress the structures ahead of this and behind. We have got muscles which will be compressed and leading to pain, right? Talking on about the mechanical low back pain, I've been telling you about the muscles here, the ligaments here, and the disc here. Any pain which is related to the disc, the joint, the spinal stenosis, spondylosis is also a type of low back pain. And you see here scoliosis. In scoliosis, what happens? Our spine is usually straight, but in scoliosis, it deviates. So even that is a kind of mechanical back pain or deformity which will lead to chronic back pain, right? But that scoliosis is also treatable on the basis of the degree. How to prevent low back pain? Now I see maximum of you sitting. The sitting posture is not at all correct. How will everyone sit? Let me show you. Especially watching TV. See, you'll sit like this. That's all. This is what the posture is. People working in laptop, they'll sit like this and work. Right? People standing, how will they stand? Maximum of time drinking coffee, they'll stand like this and drink coffee. Is this the posture? No. This is not the posture. Is this the posture of sitting? No. You're straining your back. Your disc, your muscles, everything are getting under strain. So that is not the proper posture. Correct? After me speaking about the posture, everyone is in this position. Otherwise, maximum are in this. Right? Standing posture. Who all stand like this? Everyone. But as soon as someone comes, we are very erect. Right? So this is exaggerated posture where this becomes too curved. That is also not proper. Correct? So what all impaired posture will lead to? It will lead to soreness and pain, definitely. Poor digestion also. Negative mood, low esteem and poor circulation. But what are the benefits? Why do we need to have an erect posture? Is because we have got pain prevention. First of all, many patients coming to me have this postural problem. Everyone will maintain a faulty posture. Why? Because for us it is very easy. We are tired sitting erect, we'll sit like this. But it is not right. Right? So we have got better breathing patterns, we have got higher mobility, etc., etc. These are the other benefits. You can see it facilitates breathing, improves digestive health, and looks good and feel confident. So this is the posture which you should maintain. What is the correct sitting posture for anyone working on the computer, starting from the reception to the workplace, is this. Your back should be straight, your neck should be straight, and see the level of the screen. Ergonomics should be proper. See the footrest. Some people are short. Their leg will be hanging and they'll work like this. Is that the way to work? No. We are not kids, right? So we should have proper sitting posture. If you can't sit erect for a long time, bring a lumbar roll here and you can sit back and then do the computer work. This is the easiest way. Lifting technique. I'll show you how people lift. Something fell on the ground. See their style. They lift like this. One leg up in the air, other leg here. And someone stooped down. Okay, I'll lift this. This style will give you back pain. What is the proper position? You have to sit down. Maintain your spine erect. This is the main thing. If you bend more, this will be under more and more pressure. So you bend down, take the thing and lift up. Pen, paper and all is okay. You can lift it up. But heavy objects should be lifted in this way. Old people who cannot bend their knees completely, they can take a support, bend and then lift up. Or you can bend from sideways. So this is a very, very important practical aspect to prevent back pain. Otherwise, you are going to get back pain in your future. How many of you sleep like this? Watching TV on sofa and sleeping like this? Many of you. Everyone will be doing this. See the neck position? Everyone will put their pillow up till here. And then they'll come, I have got neck pain. Next day morning they'll say, I have got here pain. Your position is not correct. Pillow should come at least till this level. What about this neck posture? And this bed? You will go inside the bed only if the bed is so soft. But it should be very firm. The bed should be very firm. Your spine should be straight, starting from your neck to your lower back. Right? How many of you are using mobile like this? 99% of you always busy. Tuck, 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 tuck. Correct? Your neck will go like this only. It is easy for you to treat the neck rather than taking off mobile. Ask them, take off your mobile and learn something? No, no one. Mobile is oxygen for them. But please take care about the neck posture. Yes, many people will sleep ulta as their brain is. Full ulta. This is a very wrong posture. This will give strain to your neck, to your back. Never sleep over your stomach. People sleeping over their stomach will 100% have neck pain as well as back pain. How to prevent? First thing is, how many of you do physical exercise? For walking also they need auto rickshaw. Someone's lift from here till 1 kilometer. No one is willing to walk. Hey bhai, thoda lift de dena, thoda wahan tak jana. No. Your body is in your hand. You should keep it healthy. If you can't walk, at least do stretches at home. 5-10 minutes of warm stretches is more than enough. Stretch all the muscles of your body, starting from the neck till your toes. If you do cycling, very nice. Jogging, very nice. How many of you do it? No one. And then you will come and say, my back is hurting, my neck is hurting, my leg is hurting. According to physiotherapy point of view, the back pain can be treated in a non-surgical and drugless pattern. How do we approach patient is first by reducing their pain. After their pain reduces, we'll move to the exercise part. So what all are the procedures in physiotherapy to reduce pain? We have got taping techniques. This is known as kinesio tape. No medicine is administered in physiotherapy. So this taping helps to support the muscles. Many patients will go to doctor, they'll give them lumbar belt. Doctor has asked them to wear for 1 month, they'll wear for 5 years. No, doctor has told me I want to wear. And once I ask them to walk without lumbar belt, how they'll walk? Like this. Why? Their muscles are lost. The muscle work which has to be done by the muscles was replaced by the belt. Belt should not be used for a long period of time. Second is IFT and TENS. Third procedure is ultrasound therapy. This is not ultrasonography first of all. Many patients come up, ultrasonography karte. I said, I am not here to show you the image of your back. This is a different frequency used for treatment, that is ultrasound therapy. Dry needling. Dry needling and acupuncture are entirely different. Acupuncture is a different technique with different concept. Dry needling is a different technique which we do. We do not administer any drug in it. Another non-surgical treatment is McKenzie and manipulation. This has to be done by an experienced physiotherapist. It will give you immediate result to reduce your low back pain, and it can be reduced within 1 to 3 sittings depending upon how severe is your condition. Next, coming on to the stretching technique. There are many kinds of stretching. This is just 2 examples. You need to stretch your back so that it becomes more and more flexible. Have you seen old people having good flexibility? No, they don't have, because with age the flexibility reduces. As a young human being, if you do flexibility exercises, you can at least maintain a good flexible level in the old age. Strengthening exercises, there are again different modes and different frequencies as well as dosage of strengthening exercises. So you need to come to your physio, ask them, physio will assess you first of all and give you dosage of strengthening exercises. Correct? Strengthening exercises can be done by weight cuffs, TheraBall or TheraBand. Okay? Coming on to the diabetes part. How many of you are diabetic here? Alright. So, whenever someone is diabetic, all will say one thing. Walking kar lo. Start walking. Your diabetes will under control. Take medicine, start walking, take proper nutrition. But is walking the only exercise? No. What are the other exercises? Walking I told. Huh? Yeah, besides walking, in exercise, what are the other modes? We have got 4 to 5 different modes. There are aerobic exercises, resistance exercises, flexibility as well as balance exercises. A research was done in which they compared patients with only walking versus patient doing all these exercises. And they found that the diabetes, the sugar level in the patient performing all the exercises was much in control rather than only walking. right? So this is a small gist of the treatment given. We have types of exercises. It's not that all the exercises are given at once and the patient comes, hey, kya hua, ek hi din mein, I'm just gone. No, it is always dose dependent. If you come to me, your dosage will be different rather than his, right? So the duration, the intensity, the frequency and progression all will differ depending upon your body type, your sugar level. Okay? Thank you so much. Any doubt? One more thing I want to say is pregnancy related low back pain. Not many, actually maximum of the pregnant ladies complain of low back pain during pregnancy and even post pregnancy. Now during pregnancy what happens is, as the weight of the baby increases, our spine also bears more and more stress. So first of all, that is the reason. Second thing, during pregnancy, there is a huge amount of hormonal changes. Those hormonal changes will cause loosening of the muscle and ligaments. Correct? So if the muscles and ligaments are loose, do you think they will support joint properly? No. So if they don't support joint properly, we'll get repeated back pain. So now this is during pregnancy. After pregnancy, especially the cesarean patients who have done their cesarean, have taken epidural anesthesia, they'll complain of low back pain. Research suggests that patients who have underwent with cesarean section with epidural anesthesia have the incidence of back pain higher than the normal delivery. You can also prevent it and control it via proper pelvic floor exercise as well as abdominal and lower back pain exercises. For more details, you can contact Infilife. We have got physiotherapists in the Erkere branch as well as in the JP Nagra branch. Any doubt anyone has? Everything is clear, crystal clear. So now your posture will be maintained. Sleeping posture, standing posture. All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.